medium everything, sadly. So pretty nondescript. She was wearing a black and white stripy jumper.
Wow.
She's wearing it now. So that's pretty cool.
And there's a guy as well, yeah?
There's a guy, yeah. 40s, glasses, and a black leather jacket. So obviously not anymore.
And today I hear that American inspectors are in the building and we need to put on a good show.
American DFT. Okay. Do we do chip and trace on them as well? Yeah. Trace. Norman. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, we're ready and prepared.
An airport manager's helpfully picked out the American inspectors' bags for me to search.
Thank you. Is this your bag?
Yes, ma'am.
I just need to do a quick random search. Okay. Has anybody asked you to carry anything for them?
Nope.
And has anyone had the chance to interfere with your bag? Has anyone had the chance to interfere with your bag?
I wondered how often there were tip-offs about inspections. Scholes showed me emails between two of Manchester's security managers.
From Mike F to Sue W. Just a heads up, were you aware that senior DFT types are coming up on Wednesday?
From Sue W to all managers, seems very strange that they should want a visit like this kept quiet, unless they intend to carry out covert testing.
From Mike F to Sue W. Seems they were trying to keep it quiet, but spilled the beans unintentionally. I'll get the duty manager to make sure the search area is at its best for Wednesday in terms of cleanliness, etc.
Scholes would give me many other documents during my stay at the airport. He was proving to be a first-class source, but even I was surprised at what he wanted to do next. It's week 6 at the airport. I can only see life from the shop floor, and I can't record how openly some managers discuss security problems. So Scholes decides to take a risk and do some undercover filming himself.
I've decided to take the kit in because there are people at the airport who'd be willing to talk to me, but they won't talk to the senior managers because they're afraid of losing their own jobs.
Scholes is able to get in with security staff at Manchester and records a discussion between senior airport managers. But when we checked out the footage, it was obvious that including it in the film would reveal Scholes' identity. We could only protect him by using an extract of the senior manager's conversation and altering the man's voice. He's clearly upset because he believes the people in charge care too little about security.
They are focused. So critically focused on this commercialism and profitability. This is what they're being told. The whole concept of why we're here is lost. Nobody is taking on board why we provide security at Manchester Airport. We are an absolute evil necessity, and that is the viewpoint that's taken by our senior management.
A colleague tells me there may be a problem with security by the runway. A few hours before going on duty, I check it out. At first, there seems to be little wrong. The airport is surrounded by approved security fencing. But a few metres on, the security fence just disappears from view. Any pilot who has taken off from Manchester will know the spot, and there seems to be little to prevent a terrorist attack on a plane. Because of areas like this, Manchester Airport is a plane spotter's paradise. It was astonishingly easy to reach spots like this. But nowhere easier than this. Scholes agreed to meet me here despite the fact that we've been told that police regularly patrol these areas. Ahead of us, an open gate, leading to a spot where I could almost look the pilot in the eye.
Just in front of us is the runway for Manchester Airport, and, you know, we're not very far away, and you're kind of in direct line of sight with the pilots. Do you have any concerns about this? I mean, how do you think people can exploit this situation?
If I was a terrorist, I'd want to choose the easiest option. And the easiest option would be to arrive here with a shoulder-launched weapon, stand 100 metres away, bring the aircraft down, get back in my car and drive off down the motorway.
And there is a fence down there, but we're actually, because this is on a hill, you're above the fence. Do you think there's anything the airport could do to improve security around this area?
Well, they could for a start. They could bring the fence line up, so it was above the runway instead of below, because you can't see it at all from here.
It started to rain, so we returned to the car. We'd been there over an hour and had seen no sign of the police who were meant to be patrolling the area. Scholes was worried because he believes patrols of the inside of the airport and on the tarmac are not happening regularly. I wanted to see this for myself, but it was 8 weeks into the job before I was allowed to go on patrol, and even then it would only be inside the airport building. During training, I was told patrol should happen all day, every day, but it soon became clear that the reduction in staff numbers had made them a pretty rare event.
You do patrols often?
Not really. Just now, very lucky.
Are you 12-hour shift? Yeah. Because in our training we were told that we're supposed to, or part of our job was patrols, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
When we got over staff, they give, a chance to go for a patrol.
Oh, I see.
We don't go really. We should go 24 hours.
Yeah.
But because it's always short staff.
Right, I get you.
Having been sent to check out the ladies' loos, I decide to take a risk and record some of what I've just found out there and then.
I've been sent on. Okay, this is the first patrol I've been sent on. I've been told we've got a chart here with all of the hours of the day, and I've been told they only send people out when they've got too many staff on, and that we very rarely get to go out on patrols. Despite there being a record here, the patrols are done every single hour.
The first colleague we met was certainly surprised to see us on patrol.
Is there too many stuff on the area?
Yeah, not that many, that's it.
They usually start shooting people up when they've got too many.
Yeah. I've never been on a patrol before.
Just stroll along, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, they tell you how long they're giving you?
Enough now. We need to go back in 10 minutes, so
Oh, yeah.
not much time.
You've not ticked anything off your sheet, is it?
Not really. Everything under control.
Blank sheet.
Okay.
I went on a patrol this morning.
No, sorry, you go.
Patrol?
We've got too much staff on or something.
Well, what you seen? I thought they were supposed to do them.
That's why you went to the F2 stuff there.
Were they?
Scholes was convinced that some patrol sheets were being falsified to cover up for patrols that weren't being done. He arranged to meet me to show me the evidence.
OK, let me tell you something here. I've got 4 pages of patrols, all from separate days towards the end of June. Now what's supposed to happen is that the team leader picks someone out and puts them on patrol.
It says here that they're supposed to give a signature, and on these 3 sheets there's no signatures at all. They kind of haven't filled in the column here either to say whether they've seen anything. Is that something that you would expect them to do, the team leaders to enforce?
Aye, by rights they should be signed, and I have a suspicion that they're not signed because the patrols have not been done.
Somebody is on a gate, is on boarding cards, checking boarding cards from 4:30 until 6 o'clock. He's also on a patrol between 5 and 6 o'clock.
My point precisely. It's the fact these things aren't being done. Because they've not checked what they're doing. They're making a mistake and drop themselves in it. They put the guy down twice at the same time. Let me give you another example as to the fiddling of the patrols. Here, on the 27th, you've got a guy on patrol from 5 to 6. If you look on the rosters, there, at 4:30, he's on boarding cards. And he's on there until 6 o'clock. So it's a physical impossibility for him to do the patrol at 5 and be on the desk at 5.
Is this an isolated example?
You've got to be joking.